How the heck are you, everybody? I got something a little different for you guys here. I'm Fastidious, and as you can see behind me, we are playing a new game today. I just picked this one up a few days ago. I've already played it a lot. It really has been a load of fun, and the game has been nice enough to sponsor me, so I want to show it off in a video. And with that, welcome to Dark and Darker Mobile. Let's get into it. If you want to download the game, you can use my link in the description or the top pinned comment, or just the QR code on your screen right now. The game is already fully available and has been soft launched in the United States and Canada, and for other nations and locations, it will be globally launched really soon, so you can use my link to pre-register. Also, I already made a guild, and in this game, you can play like live co-op together. So if you want to join my guild and play live alongside me, I'll explain how to do that later in the video. So guys, what is Dark and Darker Mobile? I've got a lot to show you in this video. The game is a third-person adventure game developed by Krafton, in which players assume the roles of medieval characters, exploring dungeons and competing to obtain treasure, rewards, amazing loot. The game's been around for several years now, but with this launch, it is now reimagined and optimized for an amazing mobile experience. Trust me, I've played over 6 hours the past 2 days. Behind me this whole time, you've been seeing actual game footage. It does look like this. It is really, really nice for a mobile game. Essentially, it's kind of the mix of like a dungeon crawler looter and a battle royale. So, you know, you're popping into different dungeons to farm out better and better rewards and loot. But on top of that, whenever you go into those dungeons, there are other people that are going to be there alongside you. You can be playing solo, and then it's like full, they're also trying to kill you while you're looting, or you can go in as a party. I'll show you both of those things later. We're going to do a full solo run later, which should be a lot of fun. But basically, you're running around with a time constraint, trying to get all the rewards you can while also trying to survive, and maybe being a little aggressive and trying to kill the other players, because then you get their loot. I will also say this game brings pretty challenging melee combat that I'm certainly not used to in a mobile game. I'm running a barbarian, as you're going to see very shortly, and it's not that complicated, but the game has like that kind of slow and deliberate movement and gameplay that is really rewarding when it's going well and is infuriating when it is not. So let me pop open my game and show you a few things. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you the different classes in the game. You guys can see I chose Barbarian. Also, if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I'm actually playing on my phone, something I'm not so used to doing while I film. But let's get after it. So you can see I chose Barbarian, but you actually have a decent chunk of classes you can choose between. We've got these 6 over here. So we can click, this is the Rogue. We have the Fighter. We have the Cleric. Very good to have one of those in your party. Not as fun to be one yourself, in my opinion. Then we've got the Ranger. Obviously, I chose the big boy Barbarian. We love a two-handed weapon. And then we got our Wizard. I don't do range attacks. But there you have it. You can actually see where like underneath where it says Wizard there, or where it says Barbarian in the top right, it says Control Difficulty, because each one has like their own control sets. And obviously the controls can get a little challenging as to know where to put your thumbs, unless you have like a gigantic phone or maybe you're playing on a tablet. So I didn't want to go like super easy like Fighter, so I went for Barbarian, which was normal. Wizard at very hard, that seemed a lot. Maybe Rogue at hard. So I don't know, I always choose Barbarians for these things. So those are the classes, a lot of optionality. There's actually a new class coming as well, the Shadow Stalker. So you can certainly look out for that. All right, so let me show you how to actually enter the game. So you can see I'm already up to level 15, which in some games you can get to level 15 in like 10 minutes. No, no, I had to get to level 10 to make my guild, and that already took me, I believe, 5 hours of gameplay. But then I was grinding, and I was like, all right, let's keep going, because level 15, I got to unlock a new skill slot. But you can see I've got a solo rank and a party rank. Solo is still like that kind of battle royale thing, but you're in a solo party. Party rank, obviously, you'll see that's when we go to the castle. That's when you have people alongside you. All right, so we headed into the lobby now. You can see that's my character in the middle. Lots of stuff to see here, but the key thing I want to show off is actually that right now there is because the game's already launched, at least if you're in US and America, we already have our 2nd season up. So you can see in the top left next to my avatar, it says preseason number 2. And with this season comes a battle pass, so I can go over there, and obviously, as is the case with most of these games, we got a free-to-play version and a premium version. I can show you just $10 for the base, $30 if you want to get extra levels. But if you're planning on grinding, the base will get you all of the same things, just take longer. But you can see as we scroll along, a key part of this game is going to be getting skins and costumes for your character. And by the way, if it wasn't clear, you can play multiple characters. So that's my barbarian. If I wanted, I could go to character list. This is going to take a minute, but I want to show you, and I can make a new character, right? But we're going to stick with my barbarian. One is enough for me. Stick with the two-hander. But yeah, basically, you can get attributes and also just like great improved aesthetic by picking up these skins. So if we go back to the pass here, you'll see the featured one right now is this special goblin skin. So you're getting it piece by piece. They're calling this goblin the Relic Seeker. So you pick up his trousers. This is something you just grind as you go and as you go. Then we've got the gauntlets here, his little quick fingers, so on and so on. And all the way at the end, you finally get the helm, which comes with his head. And there he is with his keen eyes. There's only one missing component, and for that, you can click on the shop, and you will see in this skin shop, or skin shop, as I find it easier to say, here's the final thing. We've got, like, it's like his cloak, but they're calling it the Relic Keeper's Precious Sack. So right now, that is like the featured very, very cool costume. There's another featured skin or costume right now, too. You can see on this right-hand side where it says event, next to that is this little mask. That'll bring you to costume, and we can actually do, I believe, 2 pulls together right now. Actually, no, we can do 1 pull and then a 10 pull because I want to use all the silver. I was waiting to do this in the video, but you can see the feature one for this is the Ebon Roar. You can go for the skin or for the weapon. And the cool thing also I got to mention about these things is they're all permanent. So if I can, they're not letting me do it, but if I can pop up an individual piece, you'll see. Maybe it's easier if I do it from the goblin over here. But a lot of this, like when you, like if you die in the dungeons, you lose your loot, but you can see this stuff underneath that moving yellow thing in the middle. It's a permanent item. So pretty cool thing because I've probably like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 dozen times now lost all my stuff because I have been dying. But if we go here, here's the Ebon Roar. So yeah, this gear obviously is a higher rarity when the uncommon and rare stuff I'm used to. Some cool pieces in here for sure. You can try it on to see what it all looks like together. There's the final mask. Pretty nice. Okay, so let's do a singy pull. You have these are the costume tickets. And then over here, you've got your platinum coins. This is like the premium currency. I don't know how I've been earning it, but probably just as I've been leveling up and leveling up. But there's no better time to use them than now. I think in this video, we get a little gotcha action going. So let's do a draw 1 to start. Oh, I gotta also say, when you start, once you're in the flow, there's not really cutscenes and stuff, but at the start with the tutorial and everything leading up to it, there's like proper blown out 1.5 minute full cinematic cutscenes. Pretty cool. All right, let's see what we got here. Let us see. Let's flip the card. All right, of course it's a rare item. How could it not be? We got the Ebon Roar Stiletto Dagger, but it's blue? I thought Ebon Roar was supposed to be premium. Wait, let's go back and take a little peek. I guess it's just he's got a couple kind of weapons, but you can see everything here is like top rarity or epic. Maybe it's like a blue version, but hey, at least it's something. Let's do a 10 pop. I've never pulled anything better than blue. I've only done 2 previous pulls. I had 2 other tickets, but let's do this 10 pop. You can see 1200 premium currency. We can do it. I got 1350. There's my girl again. We'll skip that whole thing this time. I'm shining gold, baby. That's what we like to see. Okay, we got 2 gold cards, actually. Holy crap. So what we get? This is some kind of, it looks like halberd. Probably I can use that. I can only use 2-hand weapons. All right, they're making a meal out of this one. Let's see it. Ooh, it looks good. We actually got the cloak from the premium outfit. The head. Okay, gauntlets, it looks like. Yeah, the Ebon Roar gauntlets. Now we can view them all. Let's see what this is. We got the Soulbound Ebon Roar staff. So that's something I'm not going to be able to use, right? Because you can only use the specific equipment and wares and weapons that fit your class. So I don't know if they'll let me see it if I click it. No, they won't. But yeah, I'm sure that's for just wizards or something like that. But here we go. I mean, cannot complain about 2 gold draws there. Not at all. So there you have. You have the Goblin costume. You have the Ebon Roar. Also, as you play with this Ebon Roar equipment, the equipment levels up like progressively alongside your character. So it's getting stronger as you go with no extra enhancement needed, which is very nice in this game. Dark and Darker Mobile is also consistently doing big updates and little patches. So you can see that here. Just go to the website. The link's right there. I'll put the link to the website in the description as well with all the other stuff. And you can see there was a season 2 update at the end of February. Then like 4 weeks later in March, we had patch notes and a new update. And then just on April the 1st, we got a new class and balance changes. So you can see that here. If we log it in, we got the Shadow Stalker that should be coming soon, new skills, all these kind of things. And then balance changes to all the classes. So you can easily stay on top of all this by just checking out their website and getting all the good information. All right, guys, so there you go. Back on the mobile. Let's actually do this. Let's actually play, and let me show you around. So the main way the game is going to work is they've got quests that kind of instruct you, which you can follow. But I found there was a point where the quest got kind of hard, so I just wanted to get in there and loot and farm, push my level up, all that good stuff. So the way you do that, first off, make sure you're properly equipped. You can click on support, go to your stash, sort all that stuff out. There's a lot of automated ways to do that they make really easy. You also have like your little skill tree that you'll stay on top of. This is more, nuanced stuff you'll figure out as you go. But just for sheer gameplay, I want to show you. You can click here where it says Goblin Caves in the bottom right. Let me show you that again. And you actually have 3 kind of places you can go. There's the training ground, the village. It looks like there's something left for me to unlock, but I haven't done that yet. This is just, you can go there and test out all the weapons and all the little skins and things you want. You can see there's an equipment rental. There are training dummies. There's a lot of other people that are going to be trying to kill you, but you auto regenerate your health very quickly. I only was there like one time, but the main places you can see, there's kind of the dungeon with 1 person and the dungeon with 3 people. The first one's the Goblin Caves. The second one is the Forgotten Castle. And you have a different ranking for each. And one is party play, which is what I'm on right now, the Forgotten Castle. And the other one is what we're going to do now, which is the Goblin Caves. So you can see as of now on both of them, I've unlocked all but the hardest difficulty, which is Hell mode. So Goblin, you start at normal, then there's hard, nightmare, and then Hell. Forgotten Castle, it starts at hard, so there's no normal, and then it's nightmare. This unlocks slightly after the Goblin Caves. I find the nightmare really hard. It's difficult, especially when I don't have people to co-op with that can actually be my party, because when you're in nightmare, in the Forgotten Castle, you're going up against other people that are partied up, and they know what they're doing. At least when it comes to me, they know what they're doing in a much better way. They're much stronger players, so I just die a lot. So I tried that only a couple times. Hard, I had a lot of success in. You can also just bring mercenaries. So if we go back here, you can see, click on that burger menu, and then this little helmet here next to where it says skills and quests. You have these mercenaries, and they cycle in and out. You can hire them for pretty cheap. It's like 100 gold, as you can see in the bottom right. So if you want, I could take this guy Ultier here, hire him out. However, it doesn't really matter because I don't want to do party mode. I want to do I'm a solo guy. At least for now. I will say probably it is a cool mode, the Forgotten Castle, but I think it will get a lot cooler once the game launches globally and there's a lot more people queuing up. Quickly, guys, before we head into battle, I want to show you my special promo code. So if you start playing today, you can see I'm scrolling down in the top right there. Click promo code, then on this right bar, go to the bottom again and click promo code, and you will instantly have your account ID entered, and type in my redeem code, LOCKPICKEXPERT. There's no spaces, capitalization, it automatically does it for you. Click redeem, then okay, and you'll see in just one moment, if we go to my mailbox, your promo code rewards have been redeemed, and we got 5 invisibility potions twice, so 10 invisibility potions, and then we've got 5 protection potions twice, so that's 10 protection potions. So let's go to the Goblin Caves. Do I die in Nightmare or do I succeed in Hard? I think you guys probably want to see me get my butt kicked. So let's go to Nightmare. Almost certainly I will lose, but let's head in there. Let's queue up. I won't cut or anything so you can see the actual process. They do this all the time. I actually don't know. It says my bag's not organized. My bag's as organized as I can make it. So let's enter. Now you see there's always a matchmaking process, right? Because even though I'm running solo, I'm going to be with, I believe on Nightmare mode, it's going to be 7 other people. I know on Hard, it's 6 when you're in the Goblin Caves. But I believe here when you're in Nightmare, it's 6 total. So I think here, yeah, you can see it's 4 out of 8. So it's 8 total. So when you're in Hard mode, which is what I've been doing the vast majority of the time, it's me and 5 others. You don't really bump into people that much, maybe a couple people per run. It kind of all depends on the RNG of where people end up. But you can see, look at that. So just while we're queuing and waiting, people are being jerks and attacking me. This is going to be rough. Ebb and Roar, so he's just going to dominate me. I'm also just not that good. Just stop, maybe. Just stop. Like, why are you doing this? All right, now you see 0 seconds. Now we're already in the dungeon. So I can pop up the mini map really quickly. I think they nailed it with this mini map. And also you'll see the compass as we walk around. But this is me in the top left, that yellow diamond. And then all these are quest objectives. So I could read the quest now. It says pickaxe required. So actually I won't be able to do it. So what I'll do is I'll just like pick a place a little south and let's just walk there and explore. We'll pass chests as we go and we can get some loot. But very quickly, if I'm not paying attention, so I might get a little quiet, people are going to just start killing me. There's nothing I can do about that. So let's do this. I have a mastery kind of skill thing that I can just break. Instead of opening doors, I can just break them down with my axe. So let's try to bait this guy towards me and let's get some shots out. But yeah, you can see I haven't unlocked any dodge mechanics yet. I'm going to get lit up, guys. And we're very slow. Barbarian's a clunky class. There are like little boosts you can get. There'll be like a speed altar. There's ways to heal, but I'm not even going to make it out of this beginning part. Let me at least get my signature move up. We can do this, which allows me to heal myself up with my attacks. It's kind of like a lifesteal. Let me get through, and then I can do this over here, which is my whirlwind. We should get a good chunk of health back and maybe get some kills. Nope, it's a lot of swings and misses. Oh my God, while I was doing my signature move. Actually, kind of a blessing. Why do I say that? Because I suck. So there's no way I was going to succeed in nightmare mode. Let me leave, and actually I can show you what you can do once you lose and you lose all your gear, because that's what just happened to me. So you'll see they'll give me an option to reclaim it with some currency, or typically they do. Let's see once this loads out. No, looks like not this time. Not worth saving anyway. It doesn't matter. But you can like go back in time. There's like a little currency that lets you get your stuff back. But actually just go over here and you go to the support button and you can see they give you some basic stuff back. So as your level gets higher, the basic stuff you get back gets better. I used to only get gray stuff and then green stuff, and now there's even some blue stuff. So we can quick equip, and frankly, this is as good as what I had before. And keep in mind, you lose what you had on you at the time, so what you were wearing in your bag, but you have your stash, and you get to keep all this stuff always. Though mostly I just save this as stuff to sell, or in case of emergency. Here's some potions, so let's throw that in. You guys can see I put a lot of time into this game the last little bit. Let's add this. Okay, cool. That's a little just in case. All right, so now let's go not lose. Let's go to hard. This will be our final battle. And I'll show you how I approach this. So right now I have no quests because all the quests for me for goblins or goblin caves, I call it goblins. They are all nightmare difficulty. So I won't have any quests. So instead I'm going to show you my signature pattern. So I actually don't have any keys right now. I should have bought a couple of those because the bigger chests you need special keys for. They're dirt cheap though. It's 50 gold and you'll get usually a couple hundred gold a run. And I'm sure later on it's way more than that. But you can see here, even in hard, they're kind of less of jerks, right? No one was attacking me while we waited. You also might have seen when we were queuing up, there was just 6 of us. So me and 5 others, as opposed to 8 of us, me and 7 others. Here's a quick early chest. So let's see. I have auto loot on. You can adjust those settings as you see fit. I have it kind of picky. And then if I see other stuff I want, I'll just manually add it in. All right. So these guys are going to have a lot harder time beating the balls off me. Though they're not doing that bad, they should only take 2 to 3 hits to kill these little goblin guys. Hopefully we find a golden goblin so I can show you that. Because as you might expect, they give you a lot of gold. That's gold, so we got 10 gold. Rookie stuff there. There's 11. Ooh, now we're with the big bucks. All right, so here's a little archer. I'll show you. Once they engage in the attack, you can kind of see it coming, and then you can dodge it. Eventually, I think there's going to be like a parry and a counter, because they mentioned that in the tutorial. Maybe it's just for other classes, though. I don't know, but I have not seen that yet. If anyone knows, let me know. Oh, this guy's lighting me up. It's okay. We're leaving a whole giant pile of bodies in our wake. Yeah, okay, we're 2 hitting all these guys. So now let's quickly go and loot all these bodies. I won't do too long a run, don't worry. I'm just hoping maybe, so you see they didn't auto loot that, so I can just click it over if I want. Honestly, I didn't want it, but I wanted to show you. That did auto loot, so the goblin ear and the gold. But yeah, I'm hoping maybe we can pick up a key so I can show you how to pick up a big old chest. I will say it's the same map every time for hard, so I know it pretty well. I've probably played this map at least 30 times. Let's loot this guy. So a couple of things you can do if I crouch, not crouch, if I sit, I gotta uncrouch. If we sit like this, you slowly heal yourself. I can toss a potion on too if we were in dire straits or something. We're doing fine though. I want to see if we can encounter another player. Let's maybe just roam around a little bit. All right, let's now let me show you my signature move the right way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how it's done. And that actually is the only way I successfully kill other human players, like non-NPCs. Because usually I don't see it coming. Because they're like fighting me and I'm not good. But then I pop out my signature move and the rest is history, baby. The rest is history. Here's a small chest. Let's pick this one up. I really need a key. All right. You know, I'll just, so here, there's always a big chest right there. Maybe let's just set our sights on that, and maybe we'll find a nice opportunity to snag a key on the way. I haven't found a reliable way to get them. I'm sure I can memorize where they tend to drop from, but usually you can pick them up for so cheap from the merchants in the market. I literally just forgot. So let's take these guys down. You can see I'm using a lot of basic attacks. Sorry if it's boring, but the other ones have cooldowns, and these goblins are 2 basics and they drop typically. So let's do some quick looting. You can also see there it says stable underneath the mid. Oh, we got 2 keys. All right, it all paid off. Amazing. Okay, awesome. You can see it says stable. And when that runs out, there'll be like a swarm coming, and usually it's coming in like 30 seconds. And that used to freak me out. However, I found once it's coming, it's still going to take a couple minutes to reach you. So then you just got to get to like your escape portal, which I'll show you momentarily as soon as we're done here. Let's just snag that big chest, and then we'll escape, and then we're done. So let me get back on track here. You can also see right above me at the top of the screen, there's like the compass, and you see those 2 blue things. Those are oh, here's a guy. Okay, ready? Let's light him up. He never saw it coming. See? Oh, shoot. He's good. Oh, charge attack got him. It kind of looked like I was a very experienced dominant player there. Yeah, see, so when you kill someone, you get all their loot they currently had on them, which is probably the best stuff outside of like special chests that you're going to find from my experience. All right, there should be an elevator right here. Yes, here it is. So this was hard for me to figure out how to make it work. You got to be standing on it, and then you inspect the thing outside of it. We're interacting with the lever. Sorry, it feels weird looking down like this, but there's no other way. So here's my little friend, the guy I always kill. I've done this. I really can't overstate how many times I've done exactly what you're watching right now. All right, let's do this. Let's light him up. Light him up, light him up. He actually is really tanky, though. But usually I kill him. Actually, I always kill him. Because you see, I keep like self-healing with my buff. Now I should probably, so if I wasn't filming and I was being more diligent, I'd kill the side goblins first. Oh no, that's why I'm taking such a wallop. There's another human player. There's a PC. Finally he drops. Jeez Louise, man. The skeleton champion, a champion indeed. I'll tell stories of you, sir. Where's the human player? I want to ruin his life. What a jerk. But this is how you die. This happens to me a lot. I get distracted by the human players. Ooh, he died anyway. Oh my God. No, not the lever. I want this. You see, if you see a chest in a weird spot, that's like the other human player's loot. Oh, someone behind me trying to kill me while I loot that? What the heck? Okay. Power up. Light them up. See, but when they retreat, I end up wasting I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose everything. I hate this guy. All right. It looks like he's kind of running away too. You can see we got 1 minute left till the storm comes. No, it's freaking wizard. I'm toast. I'm done. All right, we got to just run away. But I want all this loot. See, then they always chase after you. Like, he won't leave me alone. I'm screwed. I'm dead. Well, what a showing from me, man. And another human player. Okay, it's over. It was over before it started. All right, maybe I can just make it to a portal. Nope! Well, there you go, guys. Welcome to Dark and Darker Mobile. I would say, like, oh, that's embarrassing. I lost twice. Man, my win percentage must be 40%. I don't know if they share that anywhere. Maybe I'll ask them. If I make another video, I'll show you guys. But that's an honest depiction of what it's like. But you can see it's like kind of that slow-paced, difficult thing, and there's a lot to look at and a lot to manage. It is a proper challenge. All right, guys, I know after seeing that you are dying to join my guild so you can play alongside such a dominant and experienced player. To go to guild, you might not find it at first. You can click on the burger menu and it could be over here. For me, what I had to do was just manually adjust the menu. So you can see this button here, edit menu. So I just make sure it was added in. But now obviously I do have it added in. It's on the bottom there, or you can get it from the burger menu. And you can see right now it is a guild of one. It is called Fast. What a creative name for Fastidious' guild. I called it Fast. If you want to see the details, they are right over here. And yeah, one member. So I could use you guys to come hang out and play alongside me. You can see also I could use someone else's gaming prowess because I'm not that good at this yet. Thank you guys so much for watching and humoring me with a different kind of video. If you do want to play, remember you can download using the QR code on your screen right now or my link in the description and the top comment. You can join my guild, have a lot of fun. It's honestly an addictive and entertaining mobile game. I had a good time the past couple days, so check out Dark and Darker Mobile. I've been Fastidious, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. Thank you, Dark and Darker Mobile, for sponsoring today's video.
Fastidious.